Good evening. We find it. Whoops. We find ourselves back where we left off on Friday. My brain's a little bit fried. I had to double check which day it was. We have, just for the first time, entered Dark Ether. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's really cool. I can, like, swap between the light and dark maps. I like that a lot, actually. That's really cool. Yeah, I can't exactly remember why I'm here. All I know is that I must kill. And also that the environment here hurts. Looking for keys for dark furniture of the temple? Thank you so much. I genuinely forgot all about that. I was just gonna kind of run around. Hello, friend. What are you called? Warrior Ing, the soldiers of the Ing Horde. Shape-shifting wall crawler, dangerous combatant in melee and at range, dislikes bright light. For somebody who dislikes light, it's weird that he's kind of shooting it at me. I wonder if a light-based weapon could force him out of his goop form early. Or if perhaps I can just shoot him anyway. Well, it flashes red like I'm hurting him. We take those. Lightbringer, light-generating forager. Creature generates safe zone while living, immune to most forms of attack. That my headset just cut out. No. Can't go through there without the dark beam. Luckily, I have this friend to escort me. Anyway. This rift portal is inactive. The portal field can be energized with light energy. Walk into an energized portal to transport the ether. Okay, so I guess that's how I get behind this gate in the light world. I just realized this game is kind of like A Link to the Past. There's a dark world and a light world that are, like, very similar to one another. Interesting. I probably need Spider Ball for that. This guy looks a bit more menacing than the last one, which means that he probably gives me something nice. Jump Guardian. I'm gonna make a wild guess and say that he probably gives me the Space Jump. Space Jump powered Warrior Ing. Powerful metamorph with enhanced jump abilities, able to generate energy shockwaves and force fields. I'm gonna be careful, I'm not playing on easy mode anymore. I like how part of what he's trying to do is just shove me into the atmosphere. He appears to be deflecting my shots. But also kind of by the same token, as long as I'm in this bubble, my health is regenerating. Which is actually kind of really, really strong. It means he meaningfully can't nickel and dime me to death. Missiles would probably be more suited for this. I like how the missile barrel changed aesthetically between games. Like, it's not necessarily better or worse. But, like, I like that it did change. And I think, personally, I probably prefer this one, actually. It looks a lot more compact. Less liable to, like, catch on something and, snap off. Get shot, nerd. Jump Guardian defeated. I do enjoy me some space jump. Space jump boots. Ultra energy, 100 units of energy. Wonderful. Feel like the animation change might be why you can't rapid-fire missiles anymore? Entirely possible. Oh, thank you so much. That was a surprise, but a pleasant one. You got here just as I unlocked double jumping. There's a black door up there. I wonder what that leads to. My bones are melting just a little, but I don't need those. You know, if you ever feel like replaying this game yourself, I highly recommend trying out Prime Hack. It's really, really fun. Like, it feels suspiciously like you're playing Doom. I think I don't actually want to go through that portal, though. Like, I came here to get the keys, and then I got the boots. So, like, I probably could leave, but I don't want to until I get the keys. Unless I have to. But there are various doors around, so I will scout those out before I leave. And here's where we started the stream. I like how shiny everything is in 2 compared to 1. Also, it does bear mentioning that I'm also using high-definition texture packs. Or rather, a high-definition texture pack. So, like, it's not just that it's emulated. Yeah, I'm using HD textures, and I'm also running the game at, I think, 4 times its normal resolution. Overall, it makes for a lovely aesthetic. Looks like there's something off to the side, but I can't actually get there, right? There's a green door and a red door. I can't remember what those open. I'll double check just in case, and then I'll go back and I'll go through the door that I opened while I was here in the Dark World. Let's see. Green door is out of scanning range. This feels more like I'm making progress. Missile gets me through that one. Super missile gets me through that one. Alright. Well, I have one of those things. This feels like a place that would have what I'm looking for. Also potentially a boss fight. What are you? Dark Aegon Temple Key. 1 of 3 needed to open the Dark Aegon Temple. Lovely. Take those. I should probably hang out here in the light for just a little while. The fact that this is one that can collapse concerns me ever so slightly. Can't quite see ahead. I wonder if I can get through there or not. Nope, no I cannot. So, while I'm stuck in the bubble, how's everybody's day? My day's been going better than I thought it would. Somebody had to, like, come into my apartment today to, like, check out the various pipes. I didn't like that because, like, I don't like it when people that I don't know come into the apartment, but the guy who showed up ended up being super nice. So it was a surprisingly pleasant and wholesome interaction. Key code acknowledged. Lock deactivated. New keys required to access temple. Search the Dark Aegon Wastes to find them. Mistakes were made. Luckily, I saved not terribly long ago. All of that waiting was for nothing. Oh god, my ice cream sandwich is half melted. I just shoved basically an entire ice cream sandwich into my face. If I get brain freeze, it's entirely my own fault. Thank you for the hydration. Fun brain freeze fact. It feels like the pain's source is in your head when you have brain freeze. But it's actually in the roof of your mouth. Because what ends up happening is there's a nerve that runs along the roof of your mouth, which is like connected to the sensation receptors like on the top of your head. And when you have too much stuff that's too cold, it can chill that nerve, which makes it report back that like it's super cold. But because it's a nerve that corresponds to the top of your head, it says the top of your head is super cold and painful. But it's actually the roof of your mouth. So if you ever get brain freeze, something that you can try to alleviate it is pressing your tongue to the roof of your mouth as hard as you can. To warm up that nerve. Because like nothing that you do to your head directly will actually alleviate it, because it's not actually a problem in your head. Alright, I think that's probably everything I can get while I'm currently in the Dark World. I will try passing back through the Light World and seeing what I can achieve. Cannot get through that without the Dark Door? Dark Door, what? Can't get through the Dark Door without the Dark Beam? I think I walked right past the thing I wanted to go through. Whoops. These Ing are taunting me. Wait, this looks new. It's shiny. 50 units, we take that. Thanks for the handouts, little ones. This is where I want to go. Alright, let's head back to Light Ether where the air doesn't hurt to breathe. And that door is open, just as I had anticipated. Is it anticipation if, like, I saw a cutscene of it happening? It's like, of course you knew it was gonna happen, you were informed. I keep forgetting that lock-on is an option. exactly as foretold by the cutscene. If I had Boost Ball, I could do some fun stuff there. I think that's a missile upgrade. Oh, you know what? That's the door that I saw the back half of the other day. Conceivably, I could maybe go somewhere else in the Dark World now. It looks like I maybe was there before, but I got stymied by something. No, I would have had to pass through there already. Okay, wait, did that actually unlock anything? I don't necessarily feel like it did. I mean, a shortcut's a shortcut, I'll take it. The downside of games that have exploration as a core thing is that you might get lost. That said, there's a thing there that I haven't been through that perhaps with the space jump I could actually navigate. So actually, let's go there. This is why good maps are so important. I was genuinely like, oh, that's cool, I can open this now. That seemed kind of useless. Oh, thank you for the rotation. Yeah, no, I first played Metroid Prime the First quite a long time ago. And to this date, it is the gold standard for video game maps. At least in my book. Ether's planetary energy supply reached a critical stage. If left unchecked, the energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy, the energy controllers. I was like, huh, that's it? Something called saving ether that seemed kind of not a lot. That's where I can come out of a dark ether portal. And I have the key for this thing now. Through vigilance and strength, we create peace. You know, like I say, quite a long time. Have not seen a map as good as, let alone better than Metroid Prime. Seeing a map. Speaking of maps, I really thought that was going to take me to a new area. It tells me about all this stuff. So this is one way. I come out of Dark Ether, get here. That door requires the dark beam, and it doesn't on this end. So presumably... Presumably once I open this temple, I can like go through here in the dark world, fight through here, and then this is probably where I get the dark beam. Speculating. This I could maybe reach now, actually. Let's try it. I can't go through. I can't go through that back wall. Also, I appreciate that this game hasn't done. Thank you for the thank you for the hydration. I appreciate that this game hasn't done the Metroid Prime 1 thing of 5 minutes after I got an objective, grabbing me by the lapel and shaking, being like, go here. Like, it's actually giving me time to figure things out on my own. I appreciate that. Yoink, we take those. Yeah, like, I don't at all mind it being present. But what I didn't like was the fact that it literally did not give me any amount of time to actually figure things out on my own. Oh right, this was the thing with the statue. There was an equivalent statue on Dark Ether. Not sure if I meant to do something on Dark Ether or just hop on his head. Given that I can do the latter, it's probably that. The stellar object. By the time we detected the stellar object as it streaked towards our world, it was too late to solve it. We fired numerous weapons at it in a vain attempt to alter its trajectory. Nothing worked. Our efforts placed a great strain on the energy controllers and weakened it. All we could do as the object grew closer was take shelter and wait. We gathered stores of food and water, reinforced the shielding on our dwellings, and spent the last hours in peace. I kind of think it's like a terrifying scenario, like knowing that something far, far beyond your power is coming to kill you, and there's nothing you can do except just hope that it doesn't. Sand gates will move to the open position. There was a book series that I read when I was younger by K.A. Applegate, the author of Animorphs, called Remnants, which kind of like had that as the opening premise. Rip those guys. Essentially, like an asteroid was streaking towards Earth, and all that people could do was like cram a small handful of people onto a spaceship and shoot them out into space. And everybody else just knew that the meteor was coming and couldn't do anything about it. I want this. Give this to me. Shrike class assault skiff. Light attack craft and troop transport. Vehicle is unarmed but heavily armored. Eliminate troops if possible before they disperse. Crude but efficient device designed to harness wind power. Components are of space pirate design. Wall fashioned from wreckage of the space pirate vessel shot down by the GFS tier. Space pirate defense shield is active. Shield was taken from the wreckage of a space pirate starship. It is impervious to your weaponry. Magnetic rail system track detected. Rail system powered and active. Spiderball technology required to access track. Alright, I should probably kill these guys, huh? Oh, those are cannons. Vigilance class turret. Manned defense system. Heavy weapon fires powerful energy blasts. Use rapid movement and cover to avoid damage. I'm a fox, zoomies are what I do. Oh, it was not as heavy as I thought. Pirates do not make resilient constructions. Oh, true, this game has multiplayer. This game might be surprisingly fun to play with Prime Hack on multiplayer. I should try that someday. Rating section is composed of telluric alloy, integrity critical. Telluric is Morphball, I think? Morphball bomb, rather. There's a light door up here and a dark door down here. So if this isn't Morphball bomb, I'm out of ideas. It was Morphball bomb. Wonderful. This hole is a little bit gloopy. The pirates are going into Dark Ether. That's actually fine by me. Trash takes itself out. It's like the space pirates are hiding in the incinerator. It's like, okay. Good for them. Do you think I'm gonna stop them or something? Phazon operations. Science teams detected the presence of Phazon in the Desha system 4 cycles ago. High Command authorized the deployment of our team shortly thereafter. Our orders are to establish a base on planet Ether and evaluate local Phazon resources. Because this world lies on the periphery of Galactic Federation territory, we are following stealth protocols at the highest level. A cadre of elite commandos has been dispatched to provide security for our force as well. This operation is now underway.
Recording to logbook.
Dark Ether, trans-dimensional duplicate of planet Ether. Can't determine origin of Ether's dark twin. contains high levels of Phazon ore. Native bioforms attack on sight.
Recording to logbook.
Phazon raids. Phazon extraction raids are underway on Dark Ether. The toxicity of the atmosphere has taken a toll on our workforce, as have the hostile natives of that world. The science team is preparing survival gear to protect our work teams, and we have increased our security presence in extraction areas. Fortunately, High Command is sending more troops and supplies. Our troops and resources are spread dangerously thin, and this mission cannot fail. Metroid Officer Report. The order to mass breed Metroids is insane. We have no space to store them. Perhaps when Command is sharing a bunk with hungry Metroid infants, they will rethink this unwise order. Technician 12 relieved after showing symptoms of Phazon fever, in where he claimed the Phazon as his own and held us at gunpoint until security arrived. I grow weary of standing watch on a wasteland. The accursed Marines are weak and vulnerable. Why do we not attack? They owe us a fate debt for the attack on our supply ship. Instead of settling accounts, we sit around in this sandpit like a group of timid old spinsters. It is time for action. Interesting to me that space pirates would use the word spinster.
Recording to logbook.
Local conflict. Intelligence reports on the indigenous population of Ether are in error. This planet is not at peace, nor are the inhabitants docile. Evidence of a Class 4 conflict is present here, though hostilities are at a minimal level now. Our territory has suffered several raids by a strange type of shadowy creature. These raids have caused considerable damage, and we have requested more combat troops in response. I genuinely do not know if space pirates have emails.
Recording to logbook.
They certainly don't have chill. Rift Portal. The Rift Portal has been opened. The artifact weapon, dubbed the Dark Beam by the science team, provides the energy needed to open the portal, though for a limited time. Sent expeditions through the portal, and they have returned with incredible news. The portal leads to a parallel version of Ether. This dark Ether suffered a global calamity, turning it into a toxic wasteland. It is the homeworld of the shadowy creatures who have been raiding our base for the last cycle. Most importantly, it is the prime location of Phazon in this sector. Extraction plans are being prepared. We will not be denied.
Recording to logbook.
Great discoveries. A spatial anomaly has been found within our base. We believe this rift in space-time leads to a parallel dimension of some type, but have been unable to interact with it thus far. A strange artifact was found near the anomaly as well. It might be a weapon or generator of some kind. Perhaps it is the key to accessing the anomaly. High Command is eager for reports on the relic. A new weapon for our arsenal is always welcome. Mediation levels within tolerances, Dark Cannon operating at full power, no signs of instability detected. Cooldown cycle underway. This rift portal is inactive. The portal field can be energized with dark energy. Walk into an energized portal to transport to Dark Ether. Security analysis complete. Unable to bypass space pirate security, portal control access denied. Find an alternate method of accessing portal control.
Recording to logbook.
Ether, obscure world in the Dashah system. Planet is unstable due to transdimensional flux. Warfare has devastated a good portion of the world's population. Finally, extreme climate shifts have left most of Ether uninhabitable. Casualty report. Mining Expedition 422 reports 3 dead, 2 injured, 1 missing in action. Captured bioform transferred to science team for study. Commando Unit 87 has failed to report. Unit was dispatched to recon the swamp, a potential site for a new base. Unit 98 is sent to investigate. The marine vessel has been under attack by indigenous predators for several days. Casualties are high. The marine force is near elimination. Metroid Energy Report. Until we recover more Phazon, we rely on Metroids for power. Man has authorized mass breeding of Metroids for this purpose. Mechanical analysis complete. This elevator will not function until activated. Elevator online. That's a light beam door. Security alert, all units to battle stations. The Dark Hunter has breached the Metroid production facility. Protect Phazon supply at all costs. Death to the Dark... I think my game just crashed. Hello? Yeah, my game just crashed. It's not good. That's a little bit annoying. I'm glad it wasn't my whole computer. Let's just reboot this. Bit of an awkward pause. This is going to send me back to my last save point, I think. All things considered, could be worse. There was some audio glitching at the end there, but I was hoping that it would just not be a problem. But it turned out to be, oh my god. But I lived. It did, in fact, turn out to be a problem, as fate would have it. Now the good news is I technically remember what to do. The bad news is I don't entirely remember what to do. Let's grab this map while we're here. Yes, you're right, I'm also missing an energy tank. Very important that I get my hands on that. I need all the energy I can get for traversing Dark Ether. You can't dodge the air you breathe. Nor can I dodge those bats that were in the tunnel. Now I'm just imagining a hypothetical, like, Iron Man run. Like, special exception made for Dark Ether's atmosphere. And then, like, losing said run to a bat being in the tunnel that I'm more falling through. It's like, at that point, fate itself has something out for you, I feel like. At least this should go a lot faster because I'm not reading everything along the way. Oh, those guys exploded again. Love to see it happen. Space pirate designs are really cool. Like, aesthetically, I think like the sort of like exposed musculature thing they've got going on is interesting. Like, I'm a sucker for designs that are like organic weapons. With like muscles visible between like organic armor plates. Especially if you then put like more armor on top of the organic armor. Best of both worlds. Double dip. Have your cake and eat it too. You want a space pirate like faction in Helldivers? The Illuminate are kind of that. Not in terms of like culture per se, but like actually, you know what? If the Illuminate and the Terminids like teamed up, they would probably produce some humanoid monstrosities with Terminid genetics. Though also, just straight up like a fourth faction would be pretty awesome. Also, in terms of Helldivers specifically, it probably wouldn't be appropriate at this point in time. Obviously, they wouldn't do it like right now, but like conceivably, it probably wouldn't be appropriate to do it right now because like the non-Illuminate factions haven't really had any story beats recently.
Recording. Recording. Recording.
So like the bots and the Terminids kind of like need a bunch of story beats before we could even think about introducing a fourth. Just for it to be fair. Okay, my audio is hitching again, which I'm not super into. I think a save state just in case. And if things crash here a second time, we'll see what happens. All systems and data. Security alert. All systems and units, datanet has been compromised. The hunter has hacked our datanet. All of our secrets are now hers. She cannot be allowed to escape. Terminate her on sight. Death to the Dark Hunter, glory to the space pirates. That hitch concerned me just a little bit, but I'm now past where I was earlier. Dark Hunter analysis. Scans of the Dark Hunter have revealed she grows stronger as she consumes Phazon. Already a class Platinum AAA threat levels, we shudder to think of her power level as she consumes our entire Phazon supply. Phazon collection report. Phazon supply at Site 1 is diminishing. Sites 2 and 3 are supply rated above 90%. Site 4 remains a problem due to high presence of hostile bioforms. Really did not like that hitch. Now, planetary stability report. Planetary energy is at critical, creating violent climate changes and tectonic shifts. Unless these conditions can be reversed, global destruction is inevitable. There are a lot of scannable objects in this room. I wonder if it's like overloading it or something. I can only speculate. Let's get out of here and hope for the best. Oh, hi. Oh, bye. Unique energy required for door access. Energized door with dark energy to open it. It is like a crystal there. Well, I don't currently have dark energy. Blast door control security bypassed. Door will remain in the open position. Security and control systems have been jammed at the source. I presume that this is where I get the Dark Beam. I had the Metroid Prime 2 demo disc back in the day. And the Dark Beam was always my favorite to play with, because like it froze enemies like the Ice Beam did. Mechanism, Humility class turret, Space Pirate defense system, beam weapon variant of captured Federation turret. Evade its fire with quick movement. Bye! Alright, we're gonna take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you approximately 5 minutes. I'll see you shortly. I return, much to the pirate's displeasure. Oh shoot, Metroid, hi. Metroid subject has several blast wounds from space pirate weaponry on low power settings. They wanted it alive after they were finished with it. Containment field is keeping Metroid subject in a constant state of agitation. It is unable to enter sleep cycles. Oh, that's torturous. Can I break it out? I guess not. Oh well. I tried. Back when I had shingles, and I was experiencing pain on a level that, like, is hard to comprehend even having experienced it. The worst part wasn't actually the pain directly. It was the fact that the pain prevented me from getting any sleep. Like, straight up, not being able to sleep after, like, the second or third day was worse than any level of pain. So whenever somebody can't sleep for any reason, I'm very sympathetic. They are marinating these things in Phazon. Evidence of symbiotic bonding present in subject's system. Subject is barely alive and is periodically leached of its bioenergy by Metroids. Okay, so this is like their energy system.
Recording to logbook.
Talon Metroid, energy-craving parasite. Taken from planet Talon 4, that's the setting of the first game. Target leaches bioenergy from its victims. Stunned by concussive blasts, vulnerable to dark energy. So yeah, the Dark Beam is very much like this game's Ice Beam equivalent, it seems. Metroid subject is suffering from food poisoning. It has ingested several pet treats and space pirate rations. Ah. These do not agree with its digestive system. Ah. There's at least one goober pirate. Metroid subject has been energy drained repeatedly over the last 3 cycles. Subject's cellular structure has become unstable as a result. Metroid subject is heavily scarred. Wounds appear to be from repeated contact with its containment field, most likely received while attempting to escape. Metroid handling protocols. Metroids are not pets. Metroids are not for target practice. Finally, unauthorized feeding of Metroids is still strictly prohibited.
Recording to logbook.
The Hunter. I love it when the pirates write fanfiction about me. Samus Aran, the accursed hunter, has arrived. The sudden arrival of the hunter is strange enough, but her actions are stranger still. She does not seek our destruction, but our Phazon. With each raid, she steals Phazon or only kills those who attempt to deny her. What she needs it for, we do not know, though science team suspects she requires it to power her new armor suit. Dark in color, it is equipped with strange new weapons. The troops now call her the Dark Hunter. It is a fitting title. No, you're not allowed. Unit is a powered security barrier. The space pirates use this barrier to control access in this high security area. It must be rotated to advance. Yeah, rotated, nerd. Aw, yeah, everybody's rotating. And now it's a car wash. Thank you for the water. I appreciate it. I actually went outside today, so I should probably drink more water than normal. Hear the upgrade noise. Morphology. Pirate Arrow... Ow, 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 ow. Pirate Arrow Trooper. Airborne Assault Trooper. Fast-moving and extremely well-armored. Jetpacks can be overloaded with thermal damage. So, light beam, basically. Get missiled, the nerd. That sounds like a timer. But I want to read their diaries first. Discipline report. Units 13 and 43 have been placed on low rations after being caught configuring the power storage racks for amusement purposes. Agility training is to occur only in sanctioned training areas. Alpha power storage rack movement system offline. Training report. The science team believes the Metroids can be trained. After several cycles of trying, I believe science team has favor for brains. I've lost 2 assistants to the wretched things. Alpha power storage rack movement system offline. Delta movement system offline. I guess I presume I have to like turn them on over here and then turn them off over here. And like create a path. Security report. The Dark Hunter was spotted near the Metroid tanks. She attempted to breach the containment racks without success, then escaped. Perhaps she is behind the recent Metroid theft. Theft report. 3 Metroids have been stolen. All on-duty units have been questioned. Whereabouts of Metroids unknown. Doubling security in Metroid areas until further notice. Injury report. Unit 686 released a Metroid for target practice today. The Metroid then assaulted 686. He should be regaining brain functions in a cycle. Termination report. Metroid Unit 318 was put down today after a failed domestication session. Metroid Unit refused commands and terminated one of its handlers before it was subdued. You know, it does bring me great joy how much of a goober the pirates are. Like, every single pirate just is a goober. Basically, space fascists. But still goobers. I can laugh at them as they die. It's ethically okay. Production report Metroids. Mass breeding of Metroids underway. We will meet command's quota within a cycle. Storage remains an issue. Recommend expansion of existing facility before a critical Metroid level is reached. Maintenance report. Energy containment field generators have failed 3 times. I fear for our safety. We're out of spare parts. 1 more failure and we're finished. Security system bypassed. Power harnessing system online. Processing racks moving to position 1. Extreme caution recommended. I think I see a spider ball track on the middle one. Oh, you know what? I bet the things here move them up and down. This is the Alpha Power Storage Rack Position Monitor. 2 nearby consoles control the movement of the Alpha Power Storage Rack. Scan them to operate the system. Interesting. It's a small thing, but I really appreciate how, if you've scanned something before, rescanning it is instant. And on a similar note, if you've partially scanned something but then it got interrupted, you can resume where you left off. There we go. Easy. Hear that upgrade noise. I want that. This dangly thing being a little bit in the way of the downwards one is a little bit annoying. But I can live with it. That's a super missile door, right? Yes, yes it is. Yoink. My health is now double what it was when stream began. Which, given how quickly my health evaporated in Dark Ether, I'm actually quite grateful for. Speaking of dark, I presume I'm about to get the dark beam. So that'll be fun. I don't like how wet this hole is. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I do not want to be cooked, not like this. I did it. There's a save station in here. Love to see it. Oh, thank you for the rotation.
Recording to logbook.
Security breach. The Dark Hunter teleports into the base at will. Our security has proven next to useless against her. Her latest raid was disastrous. Not only did we lose more phase onto her, but she also crippled the stealth field with her strange new weapons. We're exposed. Until the replacement generator arrives, we will be vulnerable to scans and detection. Our presence here is still minimal. Should the Federation find us, we will be unable to defend our position. Fortunately, Ether is on the fringe of Federation space. With luck, we will have a stealth field back in effect before being detected. Right, I presume that this is the save station in front of a boss fight. Or maybe it isn't, who knows? I want the dark beam. Okay, presumably there's a thing down there if I can drain the sand. Brimstone. Radiant is designed to resist extremely high-speed winds. Weapons fire is useless against it. Seek an alternate method to access the control area. Okay, so presumably I get in there, turn on a fan, it exposes a thing there that I can pick up and use to blow up more things. I'd love to see it. I presume I need the boost ball for it. Oh, this is where a portal lets out. This is a standard Kellium energy reactor, converted by the space pirates to process phazon energy. Shielding levels at 220% and holding. Only opens with dark energy, only opens with dark energy. Oh, hello there. Not a friend. Dark Samus. Phazon-powered entity. Powerful distance attacks. Phazon energy shield repels all weapons. Wait until it is down to attack. Avoid close contact with target. Oh, hi. He's nimble. And she has a shotgun. Two things that do help when hunting foxes. Not that you should ever do such a thing. Oh, my bones. But I lived. Yeah, if you recall the ending of Metroid Prime 1, Dark Samus actually is Metroid Prime. It survived at the end by stealing and then inhabiting my Phazon suit. So, like, this is literally, like, my endgame suit from the end of the last game, with a heavily mutated Metroid stuffed inside of it. Not sure how to make the shield drop now. That looked kind of like a super missile shot. Extended log entry. Scans indicate the presence of Phazon and your genetic material within this entity. She wears a version of the Varia suit altered and augmented by the Phazon within her. Primary weapons include the missile launcher and a scattershot variant of the power beam. Boost and jump abilities are superior to yours. The ability to generate Phazon energy shields is also present. Okay, plan B is bait her into shooting all of these things. Or blowing them up, rather, like this. It's like if I can make her interact with the environment, I probably should. See if there's a vulnerable period? Oh, so there is. I assumed that the glow meant I couldn't hurt her. I'm not awesome at spamming. Perish. I did it. Dark Samus will never be a problem again. I should go. She exploded. As is appropriate for anyone who would oppose me. It's actually quite pretty in here now. It's like stars indoors.
Recording to logbook.
Phazon, volatile ore with biomutagenic properties. Origin point of Phazon unknown. First detection of element on planet Talon 4. Used by space powers to produce vast levels of energy. Bioforms exposed to Phazon without proper shielding will eventually undergo radical mutation. Hello. Dark beam. Switch to the dark beam. Charge weapon to fire a normal shot when out of ammo. A discharging, take extra ammo. It takes 5, good to know.
Recording to logbook.
I tend to favor charge shots. Shadow War. The local war has escalated in intensity. The Shadowlings from Dark Ether have launched an offensive. The assault seems focused on a central network of buildings atop a mountain. A base, perhaps. Strangely, this attack coincides with a rise in planetary instability. Perhaps these shadow creatures are using a new weapon system. The Shadowlings must believe us to be foes, for they have hit our base numerous times as well. We are holding, but attrition is taking its toll on our troops and resources. Reinforcements are en route. We can only wait and defend what is ours. Yeah, among other things, I now have access to dark beam doors, like this one. And this one. And this one. Not that one over there, though. And this one. That one. I like the spiral effect on it when it shoots. Metroid Brood generation underway. Protocol 3 in effect until further notice. Exercise extreme caution when dealing with the birthing or storage of newborns. Remember, infant Metroids are not pets.
Recording to logbook.
Federation attack. Another disaster. The transport bringing our reinforcements and supplies has been shot down. It was engaged in orbit by a Federation vessel which has landed near the alien temple. It's only a matter of time before the Marines attack. Survivors from our ship have made their way to our base. Here we shall make our stand. Another enemy, the Shadowlings. Another enemy. First the Shadowlings, then the Dark Hunter, and now the Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Perhaps fate will smile upon us before the world itself opens its maw and swallows us. And then Dark Samus landed on the planet, and then Samus landed on the planet. Not a great time to be a space pirate. In my estimation. I could go backwards through that door, or Wait, there's a thing over here. I want that. It's like, hold up, there's loot for me over here. Oh shoot, hi Metroids. Please make your acquaintance. Don't mind me just passing through. Let's see, anything else? Oh, there's a thing up there that I could conceivably get to. Let's check that out. Maybe I missed it the first time through. I'm sorry, little ones. I'm burning through my dark energies somewhat aggressively, but the fact that I can't properly run out is a comfort. Plus, to be fair, there probably aren't that many better uses for it than killing Metroids. Hey, Metroids. Right, I need a super missile for that one. Thank you for the rotation and the hydration. I do enjoy being hydrated, and I can't go back through this, can I? Or maybe I can. Ah, wonderful. I was afraid I'd have to do the puzzle again. Interesting, there's Phazon goop on the ground now. Alright, through the portal seems like the most useful place that I could be right now. This portal is active. Extreme caution recommended once transit is complete. Oh, there's one of the keys that I'm after.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology, Dark Breed, Darkling-possessed gas-filled cyborg. Darkling enhances target's durability. Destruction of outer body will release a highly toxic cloud. Here are presumably all the pirates from earlier. The subject took multiple armor breaches, exposing its body to local atmosphere. Resulting trauma led to multiple organ failure and death. The subject's spine was shattered after high-velocity impact. The attack crippled the subject, leaving it vulnerable to further attacks and, ultimately, termination. Another temple key. Love to see it. Okay, that's a light beam door. But above me is a dark beam door. So I just gotta get up. This statue conceals a Luminoth device. Outer shell of the statue is composed of brimstone. Explosive damage might weaken or destroy it.
Recording to logbook.
Xenotech, light lift crystal, energized by dark-based weapons. The lift platform will lower when the crystal is energized by dark weaponry. The subject appears to have been terminated by his own forces, evidence of parasitic infestation present. The subject may have turned on his allies against his will. I did it. Okay, there are dark doors here and over there. What's through here? Looks like a forward path. Can't go through here. Okay. What about over here? Very much appreciating the extra energy tanks. This storage unit has been modified to transport radioactive material. Rad scans indicate the presence of phase-on energy. Handle with caution. Subject was undergoing parasitic fusion when its heart failed. A massive biosystem shock led to the termination of subject and parasite. It exploded, nerd. There's a portal over there. In fact, it might be the portal that I was looking at earlier. Also, I'm realizing that I don't need to wait for Ing to expose themselves for me to kill them, which is quite handy, actually. Benzium. Benzium might be super missile. Subject's chest armor was compromised by multiple high-energy strikes, then penetrated by a piercing weapon, terminating subject's life signs. Hall of stairs. Resting. Object contains a number of motivator units. It appears to be a component in some sort of transportation system.
Recording to logbook.
Dark lift crystal, energized by light-based weapons. Okay, so I can flip them back and forth once I have both weapons. That's kinda cool. Ah, wonderful. Save room. Subject has a number of severe phase-on radiation burns. Trauma from these wounds is the cause of death. The subject's chest armor was compromised by multiple high energy strikes, then penetrated by a piercing weapon. That's the exact same log as earlier. Uh, okay, so I guess portaling back there is just for convenience. It's not actually gonna take me anywhere. You know. I'm getting feedback that I have sound suppression issues. I will try to correct those before the next stream. I don't want to bath in the phase on. I miss my phase on suit. I also haven't actually seen a dark energy refill in quite some time. And I would kind of like one. I wonder if there's like a specific thing that drops dark energy more than other things. Subject has numerous fatal wounds in the back, all from pirate weaponry. Such termination is often the punishment for cowardice among the space pirate commandos. Security system breached. Access code enabled. 1 of 3 locks are offline. Subject was caught in a phase-on explosion. The force of the explosion breached its armor, leaving it exposed to phase-on radiation and the toxic atmosphere of dark ether. Didn't live long after that. Just make his afterlife a little bit more painful. Invulnerable to most weapons, a mix of light and dark might damage it. Unable to scan target, local interference blocking scan visor. That's cool that it actually changes once you're close enough. Cutscene kinda messed with me there, just a little. All locks offline.
Recording to logbook.
Ingclaw, toxic spewing, immobile darkling. Target surrounded by impenetrable shell produces deadly vapor. The Ingclaw secretes an incredibly durable shell over itself shortly after birth. From that moment on, it remains rooted in place. The creature feeds on the flotsam floating in the atmosphere of dark ether, produces waste in the form of a toxic dark vapor.
Recording to logbook.
Nullified crystal, protective field of light energy deactivated. Light crystals, when covered with dark energy, cease to function for a brief time. Light energy can clear the crystal of the dark energy. Or a power beam shot. Rude. Imagine getting that far without a missile. That would suck.
Recording to logbook.
Night Barb, flying airborne hunters native to Dark Ether. Targets are small but travel in large numbers for safety. Avoid contact. Or you could just do that. Alright, these things move if you shoot them in the crystals, if memory serves. Which it should, it wasn't terribly long ago that I just did that. Granted, if anybody could forget, it would be me. Rude. I hear the droning of an upgrade. I'm not necessarily sure I can actually reach it, though. Nor am I completely certain where it actually is. The map provides no real hints. Hearing it so close and not having any clue where it is bugging me just a little. Hello? Oh, I get both beams immediately. Alright. I thought that they'd be more spread out than that. Subject Luminoth has been dead for 1.2 decacycles. Target shows signs of phase-on radiation poisoning and extreme exposure to Dark Ether's atmosphere. All gear and weapons have been removed from the target. Well, alright then. Light beam acquired. Well, that's super cool. Defeat enemies with the dark beam to earn light ammo. Defeat enemies with the light beam to earn dark ammo. Alright, I'm on board with this. That's really cool. Also really cool is... the fact that, like, the ammo was so perfectly rationed out that I basically ran out the instant I started being able to get more. Like, that's actually genuinely super cool to me. Okay, I thought that maybe I could ride that up. I don't think I can. Webbling, darkling capable of generating an energizing tensile biomaterial. Creature is immobile and immune to most weapons. The light beam will be able to disrupt and destroy target. Oh, it's doing the creepy eyeball thing. I like it. Worked out. Okay, so the light beam charge shot's more like a shotgun. Oh, and ammo just automatically gets close to me. Nice. And I can pass through this door now. Ow. And there's the final key that I'm after. In a room that's suspiciously arena-shaped. Healing? Nah, I'm built different. Armor systems online. Possession attempt failed. I wonder if it's worth more damage-wise to use light beam shots or charged power beam shots. I feel like charged power beam is probably better than uncharged light beam. Spam power beam shots is the highest DPS. Nice. That works for me because that's my favorite. That's my favorite playstyle. So I imagine that there's probably like an elemental weakness thing going on. Like Darklings probably take bonus damage from light beam shots and vice versa. Oh, you meant uncharged, gotcha. Maybe if I had like a turbo button. Wonderful. Now I've got the third key. And I've got both beams required to open the doors in that room. I did it! All Dark Aegon Temple keys found. Use them at the temple to gain entry. I'd love to see it. Alright, what's my path up there? I probably just go through that door. But if I can explore further, I want to. Oh, can't go back that way without super missiles. I'm probably meant to leave now. Alright.
Recording to logbook.
Darkling Tentacle. Dimension Warping Ing Tendril. Darkling will open warps and attempt to grapple enemy targets. It dislikes bright light. I'm at 40%. Very rude, Tentacle. Thank you, thank you for the water. Okay, there's a door off to the left, and then I can probably escape using that portal. Which, come to think of it, I probably couldn't actually access earlier without the light beam. The ammo for the light beam is super pretty. I like it. I'm a big fan of shining rainbow effects. It's not hard to please me. Did picking up the light beam ammo also just heal me a bit? I feel like it did. That or it was a coincidence. Okay, what's over here? Ammo station. Full supply of ammo. We take those, I guess. I will say, unifying the powers of light and darkness appeals quite a lot to my chimney heart. And now I'm back to safety. We'd love to see it. Just don't look directly at it, because that'll hurt. Okay, and onwards is this way, which actually takes us right back to the temple, conveniently enough. However, behind us is a save point, which is what we're going to be using first. Alright, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next scheduled stream is on Wednesday. The game is Spyro Year of the Dragon. The next time I'm playing Metroid Prime 2 will be on Friday. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope to see you again. Good night.